This is the miracle meditation. There are 4 underlying principles to this meditation that you may want to spend some time on before you go into a deep meditative place to consider. That would be going into the mental body to make an assessment to clear your mind of the essence of what you believe you lack. When we have the experience of lack, we are really withholding something from the world, the universe, or other people, perhaps even yourself. So calmly release whatever it is you're withholding. Then make an inventory of your existing tools, your resources, your blessings. So whatever you focus on expands. This is a concept of physics on the planet. And then focus on what you do have. This can be very simply done, making a list of what you have and the blessings and your tools, and then anchoring your thoughts in that place of your blessings and your tools. The third is to recycle any fragments. Don't throw away anything without asking yourself, there's some way that this can be reused. This can often be the case when we look at circumstances in our lives where we felt perhaps we didn't manage it as well as we would have wanted to, or others felt that we hadn't managed it as well. And if we look at that a little bit more deeply, we can often find fragments of that situation that really were the pivotal pieces that accelerated our growth in our life. And then when we look at these aspects and recovering our physical resources, releasing that which we're withholding, and then also making an inventory of our existing tools and blessings, this is the foundation that in the Greek culture was considered to be the way of living a resourceful, purposeful life. If you were to only do that piece of this meditation or this effort, you'll find that you have great benefit already. The next step we've combined with a unique experience on the planet. January 28th has an astrological configuration that accelerates the ability, the physics. You can look at it from the metaphysical or the physical standpoint. The benefit, though, is attributable to the attention that you put into it and the process that you follow. So those are the first 3 steps. If you were to fast track it, some of us prefer to not make out steps and not really do inventories. That's still fine. And the 12 steps are what follows. So allow yourself to find a place that is easy for you to be, either unobserved or at least undisturbed as we go into the 12 steps of creating a miracle. And when we look at these steps, I'd like you to drop into that sense of what condition am I approaching this in? Am I approaching this miracle in terms of pleading or wanting or getting? I would suggest that you put that aside and rather replace it with the experiences of welcoming and allowing. The first step in the conditions of a miracle is to calmly release whatever you're withholding from others and from the world. When you give, you create a vacuum for more to flow in. And with each step, I'm going to suggest that you take a breath, imagining the flow in and then the release out. The second condition is aligning. When you shift yourself to a mindset of compassion and the greater good, you move from the concern over yourself to the concern of others. And let your mind shift gently into that place from I to you, from me to others. Be gentle with yourself. And the third condition is asking. Clarify your true need. If you don't clearly put your request into words, the universe won't even know how to respond. You may be asking for love to be given to you, where in reality you might be asking for someone for you to love. So be clear in the asking. Breathe into that. Maximizing. Making the use of your existing tools, your resources, your blessings. Whatever you focus on expands. Just image a blessing that you already have in your life and allow yourself to feel it expand, allow yourself to see it expand, so that every sense in your body has the experience of expansion. Step 5, giving. What flows away from you flows back magnified. Become a joyful giver. Feel the joy of giving, free of any sense of return, purely in the present state of giving. And see if in your mind's eye you can allow yourself to experience the last time you gave joyfully and feel that smile, feel it open up your heart. That's joyful giving. 6th step, grounding. Experience this present moment as much as possible. A solid grounding in the present establishes a firm baseline from which to act and receive. Remember, you are always grounded in something. Look at your feet. Imagine, what am I grounded in this moment? If it's something other than your best, shift. It's your birthright to be able to change your grounding as you see fit for your best. I would suggest that you ground yourself in the welcoming of a miracle. Step 7, visualizing. As we've been moving through these steps, I've encouraged you to feel the sensory experience, and that visualizing is your internal visualization, using all your senses to see and feel yourself having the familiar experience of the wish that has been fulfilled, the miracle that has been attained, the gift that has been given to you. Open yourself to that. You may feel that deeper breath coming in as you open every particle of your being to the reception and the welcoming of the miracle. Step 8, gratitude. Bless your resources. Express your feelings of gratitude in words. You may even take a moment here in this meditation, if you'd like to pause it and write out some gratitudes, or make a note to yourself, someone that you would like to call or send a letter of gratitude. You may do a text message or an email. We found they have a little bit less power than something handwritten or voice to voice. See how that fits for you. Step 9, act as if. Acting as if. Stop procrastinating, stop delaying. Take the leap of faith and act as though your new reality has already manifested. And you are in the experience of the manifest miracle. Image your joy, image your gratitude. Image your deep belief and willingness to accept that miracle fully and completely, permanently, knowing that miracles are an ongoing process. Step 10, engage the cycle. When you receive, immediately look for a way to give something back. Work with the circular energy, the flow that is the nature of our universe, the flow that is the nature of your body, the flow that is the nature of giving and receiving. Immediately look for a way to give back. Step 11, receiving. Eat and be filled. The art of adequate receiving is often overlooked. We use the idea of eating as an example because that's easier to understand, to allow yourself to be filled rather than overfilled, filled rather than left wanting. And as you breathe into this particular step, consider whether you have been adequately receiving, or have you overlooked that you've been given much and perhaps not noticed it and actually received it, allowed it to drop into your life, into your tissue, into your experience. Is your miracle already there and you've overlooked it? Step 12, recycling. Gather up the fragments and reuse all your physical resources. We touched on this when we were setting the state for the beginning of the meditation. And as you have your eyes closed and you're deeply allowing and graciously welcoming, consider what is there that I have not used effectively. What has been given to me? What is there in my environment, my internal self, that can be reused? Now, as we move into this meditation for January 28th, 2021, I ask that there's anything in my grace bank, you're welcome to use this. And if you feel short on faith, borrow mine. I have absolute faith and unlimited love. And I trust that you have access to that unlimited source as well. And for my part, with gratitude, I say, bless your miracles.